I need to
Hello
wipe
and
which
welcome to Garblag Games. Tonight we are playing episode 2 of Enemy in Shadow. I am Pete the Games Master.
Hello, good evening, and also welcome to Garblag Games. I am still in that routine of saying that when I start speaking. I'm Ben, and I should be playing the Blessed Annika, priestess, initiate, hopeful of Myrmidia. I have not spent any XP. I'm sitting on it like a dragon.
Hi, I'm Roger. I'm playing Burnoth Anvil Fist, the Carrack Ranger. I have spent some XP. I have bought Implacable, which means that I can ignore one wound one wound of a bleeding condition.
Hi, I'm Leon. I'm playing Hieronymus Patches Shortbottom. I also haven't spent any experience because my halfling has learned nothing.
Oh, it's me! It's me!
Yes, Simon.
Hello, it's me next. I'm Simon. I'm playing Heinrich, and apparently people think I'm going to burn down the place because I'm a wizard.
And we've met you.
And your character's called
wizard has
Heinkel.
nothing to do with it.
You
And,
messaged all of us earlier to
and-
say, can I cast flame on my staff?
And does it? Yeah. And if I'm about to cast magic, then this is likely to happen first.
So our audience will know before I do, because I'm generally not looking at that part of the screen. I'm focusing on other things. Anyway,
Oh,
Millie.
gosh. Hi. I'm just gonna laugh for 5 minutes. That's all I'm gonna do. But when I've stopped, my name's Millie. My character is Brucey Forsyth. And I finally spent my my XP, my starting thingy, on Blather.
Hey,
Best talent ever.
handy.
Use it on Simon if it looks like he's going to start casting a spell.
Just confusion.
That's
No.
probably a good idea. And Millie,
Yeah.
where can people find you other than Garblag Games?
Oh yeah, I'm you can find me on Twitch, Millie the GM. I think I've posted. I've had some chatter in the Twitch chat, so go and click on my name and then go and follow that, and then follow in other places. It's easy peasy.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, cool. So tonight we have episode 2, but before we do our recap and get into the episode, please don't forget to go and check out all our social media. There's a link below in the about if you're watching on Twitch, and in the video description if you're watching back on YouTube later. If you're watching on YouTube, come and follow us on Twitch, and if you are watching on Twitch, don't forget to go and watch this at the weekend on YouTube. A big thank you to our sponsors for the show, Cubicle 7 Entertainment and Garblag Games, that's us, and Games Workshop. Thank you very much to the fantastic people over there for supporting us. We're having a lot of fun already, and we've only had one episode. And tonight we are doing a giveaway of 2 PDFs. Middenheim, City of the White Wolf, not White Wold, as I put on Twitter, and the Shrines of Sigmar. And we will be doing a giveaway at the break. So hang around because there'll be a secret word that you will need to put into the chat at the beginning of the break. And when we come back, the Nightbot will select a winner. And you have
Is
to...
it Kazook?
You have to be in it to win it. It's not. I will reveal that just at the break. Okay, cool. What else do I need to talk about? I think that's about everything. Oh, 1,000 Garblag Groats will get one of our lovely players a reroll. However, we have a special rule. The winds of magic are impervious to the rerolls of the chat, and therefore Heinkel, Kruger cannot use rerolls for anything magical. Otherwise, it would just take the fun away of when he makes those critical failures and, like, he explodes in 9 bleeding conditions. Also, if you spend 2,000 Garblag Groats, like McNeil's 5 in the chat, then you
I
will
thought we'd gone through the chat enough to hide it.
give me a reroll. And I can use that to reroll one of my rolls or force one of the players to reroll one of their rolls, which I think is particularly Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So, last time on Enemy in Shadows, our 5 travellers were making their way down the road from Delbrun to the Middenheim-Altdorf Major Road. And unfortunately, their coach had crashed, and they dragged their sorry butts along the road to the Coach and Horses tavern, which I will. Let me see if I've got my things right. There we go. Got my hotkeys sorted out. We are using the Foundry, as you can see here, and let me just get that a bit more square for our viewers. There we go. A little less of our faces and a bit more of maps and things. And here they found an interesting tavern full of interesting characters. We had the Bretonian gambler. We had Lady Isolde and her 2 accompanying women, one a maid and one a warrior. We had the 2 drunk coachmen who have gone to bed. The Bretonian has also gone to bed. We had Gustav, the innkeeper, and Herpin, the barman. And we also had a strange young fellow who happened to be reading an interesting book. And a crow, known as Blackie, flew in towards the air. There was some conversations. There was a bit of gambling. I think Patches won a bit of money, or lost a bit of money. I can't remember which way we ended
lost
up.
a bit.
Won a bit, lost a bit.
I lost 10 pennies.
That's true.
I gained 10 pennies.
And then Heinkel showed off his magic already in the first episode by casting light on his staff.
I felt it was expected of me.
Absolutely. And Annika was trying to charm Lady Isolde into allowing them onto the coach, which you'd already paid for, and there was a bit of haggling with Brucey. And I believe Bernoth and Patches had seen a poster on the back of the main door that said "Wanted Bold Adventurers." And I'm just going to read that out again. Oh, Sproy923, thank you for subscribing. Just going to read that out again so everyone can hear that, if I can find it. Wanted bold adventurers, His Excellency the Crown Prince Hergard von Tassenink of the Grand Principality of Ostland hereby gives notice that he is currently resident in Altdorf and wishes to engage the services of a party of skilled adventurers. Employment is to begin as soon as possible for an indefinite period. Would-be applicants are forewarned that they shall be required to undertake a most perilous mission into unexplored regions of the Grey Mountains. The matter is of the utmost delicacy and absolute discretion is required. Remuneration is negotiable depending on experience with a capital E, but a minimum of 8 crowns per person per day is guaranteed, which I think made some eyeballs bulge. In addition to a generous bonus on completion of the mission, no laggards, cowards, or dwarfs need apply. Signed, personal scribe to Crown Prince Hergard. So the Crown Prince is in Altdorf looking for parties of adventurers. But just moments after you were absorbing this information, did Blackie the Crow fly in and perch above the young chap? Oh, hello. Oh, World Builder, you gifted a sub to Uncle Mojo. That's very kind of you. Blackie the Crow flew in and read over the shoulder of the young man sitting at the table, and dark smoke billowed out of the book to pour out onto the floor and coalesce into the form of a foul, demonic creature, which, if you zoom in, you'll be able to see on the
It's
map.
a little bit disappointing that the crow can read better than I can.
That's,
Yeah.
well, is it a crow? Who knows? And I have my trusty Warhammer this time, so I'm all ready. So we are going to, let's zoom in to the tavern. And let's not forget that, in fact, I think I could zoom in a little bit more. So I'm trying to get this on the screen for our viewers nicely. Because we had entered into combat, if you remember. Now, I actually need you all to re-roll initiative because we did it incorrectly last time. You should all see in the top right, there is a little fist symbol now on the menu.
Yes.
And that is the combat tracker. So you need to go in there, and there should be next to your name die for rolling initiative. There you go. Brucey's on it.
Oh,
Now,
where was that? Sorry, I completely missed it.
there is a fist symbol.
Fist up in the top.
Top right.
Speech
Right,
bubble.
okay.
Click on that.
Look for your name.
And what you can do is you can right-click on that fist symbol, and that will pop out, so you can keep the chat visible and the combat tracker if you want to, which I am going to do now. Right, so there we go, combat tracker. There are various people in the room. Oh, Bernoth's rolled well.
Lower numbers are better, right?
No,
you
this
want
is.
high.
Oh, for initiative.
I see what you did there, Leon. I see what you did there. Oh, I forgot to say, it's actually night time, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, well, here's a really cool feature of Foundry. So it's night time, and night has settled on the Coach and Horses tavern, and
Oh, that's
darkness
cool.
around the building as the
I zoomed in. I can't see it.
as the lights and warmth of the fire and the candles around the room keep this room lit. Also, there is a big, bright, shining light on Heinkel. And what's really cool is if you get the modules. Oh, hello. I think we've got a hype train.
Ooh, there
Someone
is,
do
yeah.
something with the hype train. I can't do it at the moment.
I
Woo
don't know.
woo, hype
What-
train.
So, one thing I should say about the Foundry modules is all the walls and everything are set up for you already. So all I had to do was drop and drag a light source and the radius of that light source, and then it would show, it going through the windows and all those other things. So it's really cool, really easy to set up. Once it's all in there and the modules are all loaded. I forgot to load the modules and we couldn't find anything. And then I loaded the modules and there it all was. So all works really well. So we can see, just going to trace around the young lad who hello, yes, I'm over here. Oh, it doesn't like that. What is going on? Oh, I know. I'm not on the here we go. We are learning how to use Foundry, by the way. So we
Magical
have
glimpse behind the curtain.
Herpin has just ducked into the kitchen as this is going on, and the young lad has followed him through as a way to escape. As if you remember, when the smoke started to billow out of the book, he decided to get out of here because
Yeah, probably wise. 'Cause
yes,
he's in trouble.
That's what
And
I'm
then-
Get
planning on
back here,
doing.
young man.
Gustav was just tidying up the mess of the two coachmen. There's quite a lot of beer on the floor and tankards all over the place. So he's over there. We had the Hieronymus and Bernoth by the door looking at the poster, and Brucey was there just chatting with them as well. And you'd all turned round when this had happened. And in the middle of the room is this creature. It's just shorter than a man. It's a bit taller than a dwarf, and it kind of has a mixture of tentacles, feathers, and claws coming off of it, and it's kind of standing there going as its body is kind of coalescing. Beyond, we have Annika and Heinkel standing talking to the party around Lady Isolde. Now, some doors are locked, and you won't be able to go through them. Some doors are not locked, and this is really cool. Look, when you open them,
The
Oh,
light spills
the light
out.
That's
spills
so
out
cool.
into the road. That's very cool. And this is probably what's knackering my computer right now in response to someone in the chat. Okay, so the battle has begun. There is a shocked scream from the far side of the room, probably from Heinkel, and battle begins. So begin combat. So Bernoth. Ah, this is cool. Right, it zooms to who's active. Here we go. So Bernoth, you are first to act. Let's move in a bit for our viewers so they can see what's going on in this
Cool.
space. I'm gonna,
So how high is the bar? I'm assuming that's the bar.
yeah.
The
The
Because he's the
bar
other side
is-
of the bar, isn't he? The guy that's running.
Yes, he is. He's jumped through the door and he is over here. Can you see that? Does the
Yes.
me highlighting it show up for you? You
Well, I
see
can
my
see a
mouse
little green
pointer.
dot.
Okay, yeah, cool. Well, our viewers can see me highlighting the character.
Cool. So how high is the bar?
Bar is it's a standard bar, so what, 4 foot? 4 and a
Oh,
bit.
okay.
Depends on
So,
who sets the bar, Rog. If it's Heinkel, it's not that high a bar.
so
It's not.
it's very relatively easily, vaultable.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. In which case, I'm going to run straight after the guy that's running away.
Okay. So your movement is
A whopping 3.
3.
But of course, I can run.
You can run, but we'll need you to make an athletics roll to vault over.
Oh, sod that then. No, not doing that.
It's
I
not hard.
believe in
It'll be a
you.
plus 20 athletics roll.
Yeah,
To
I'm a
vault.
dwarf. I've got agility nothing.
Well,
Just run
it's
through
fine.
the bar.
That's what it'll take.
Okay, in which
If Brucey
case...
gives you a boost, I'll give you a plus 40 on the way past.
Yeah, but nobody tosses a dwarf.
Hey,
Oh,
this isn't Tolkien.
if you really want to vault over the bar, I'll help do that.
All right, give us a leg, Brucey.
And, like he'll
a Brucey bonus.
He's practicing to be a
Higher, higher.
I need a Brucey bonus.
There we go.
Higher.
He will do that.
Higher.
Higher, higher.
Right, time to believe really hard.
Okay, here we go. You're going to vault over the. Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
Impressive success.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow. 4 success levels. So you kind of run up, jump the stool. Brucey there's knee and hands kind of push you up, and you vault over. I'm going to say because of the vault, you kind of go in through the doorway, and that's kind of your move. You kind of move in.
How do I move?
Arrow keys. Select your token.
Oh, you cannot take this action while the game is currently paused.
Oh, sorry. Here we go. Let me unpause the game.
Pause the game. There's no music. I don't know.
There you go.
Ooh.
Here we go.
I just like watching all the curses flying around.
Yeah, I know. It's great. It's like, whoa.
It's just like just leave the
Okay,
cursor in one place.
It won't let me move anymore.
You got to open the door. Sorry, that door should be open. Sorry, apologies. So click on the door. There you go.
So
Right, there
I'm
you go.
assuming
Yep, you can move to
I
there.
can move
That's kind
6
of like.
squares.
Well, jumping over the thing is quite.
Yeah.
It's difficult terrain.
Although 4 success levels. Ninja dwarf.
You drink from a tankard as you go over it.
That is ninja. That is
Say,
ninja.
was he shouting? Anything
Can
when
I
he leapt
can I
over
scoop
the,
up a tankard and draw my axe as I'm doing that? Yes, I don't.
You can't pick up. You would have needed one hand to vault over the bar, so you can pick
Yes.
up
Can I
one
use
thing.
my
with
but
your
can
other
I draw
hand.
my axe upon landing and going through the door?
Okay, yeah, you got 4 success levels. Well, that's impressive.
Cool.
So you kind of
I've got
land through the
tankard
door.
in one hand, axe in the other.
Okay, brilliant. Typical dwarf. And Herpin and this young man are startled. He has got a book under his arm, and he kind of looks at you with a mix of fear and alarm. Okay, so
It's all right. Bernoth probably looks surprised himself.
yeah.
So the dwarf ran away. Don't worry, we'll take care of the demon for you.
Okay, so next it's Gustav. He is going to jump behind the table and cover himself with and hold a chair up to protect himself. And he says
He's not going to cover himself with honor,
he
is
says 2 shillings to anyone who takes down that creature. Just and don't trash my bar. Don't set my bar on fire, anybody.
Did he say
Okay.
That's
Those
an
last
extra
words.
2. That's an extra 2 shillings.
Okay, next it's the creature. Okay, and it's kind of there, it's kind of finally fully formed. So who are the nearest people? We've got Annika,
Hit me.
we've got Marie, and we've got Brucey's a bit further away. So what I'm going to do,
It's really cool.
it is really cool.
Sorry, just seeing the measuring thing. That's wicked.
Yeah, it's really cool. Can I just say one thing? Don't draw anything on the map.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Because the numbers on there are drawings, and if I have to delete all drawings, then the numbers disappear as well. just something I found out earlier on. You can undo your deletes. Okay, right. So I'm going to roll a I'm going to roll
Nice.
1d10, and odds it's Annika, and evens it's Marie. Evens it's Marie.
Rookie
Okay.
mistake, demon.
So the creature moves towards you. Now this creature causes fear, and it has a fear of 2. So you guys are going to need to. Oh, let's make sure I've selected him. Yep. Okay, moves into there. And it's crazy. It's outnumbered, therefore. But it's going to charge into battle with Marie. And she is preparing. She's about to draw her weapon. And she's looking like, bring it on. She doesn't look phased, Annika, standing next to you.
What do we have to roll to avoid fear?
On your turn, you'll need to make a
Okay.
cool roll, and you need 2 success levels to be able to approach it or attack it. Right, here we go. Let's get Flugedach character sheet open. Here we go. And it is combat. Here we go. And oh no, here we go. I just roll my weapon.
Pete,
You're
I
still
think
on
you've
mute, Pete.
muted yourself.
Yeah, I did. I was coughing. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I think what I can do is target. Here we go. So just figuring out the foundry bits. Let's try and target her. And then let's click on. Sorry, everybody. There's a slight delay on my mouse, which is annoying me. Here we go. Let's just go for a straight. No, so it's minus 20 for. Oh no, it's a plus for being. You get a bonus for outnumbering someone, but they don't get a penalty for being outnumbered, do they?
No, so they don't get. You get a bonus to attack someone if you outnumber them.
Yep. Okay, so let's get back on here. Yes, I am, and one against. Oh, Marie shoots 1 against Flugedach by 2 success levels. So she defended herself and
Gains advantage.
is not hurt. So she should now. Oh, no, let's turn that off. Here we go. Okay.
Was Marie the bodyguard?
Yes, Marie is the bodyguard.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, cool. Right, so next it is. Oh, look at that.
We've got a couple of rerolls out. So I've got one. Brucey's got one.
Excellent.
Patches has got one.
Yay! Thank you.
Some other guy got one.
I'm gonna need them.
I think
did
I
I get
got one earlier up. I think.
No, the other guy was Pete. I was trying to avoid
Yeah.
mentioning him.
So I've
No,
got
it's
2
like-
now.
oh, if you scroll further up, remember dwarves are
Oh, look
natural
at that.
sprinters.
Yeah.
Moralion. Hello,
Sorry, I got
Moralion. Hey, how are you doing? That's Ian's blessing for Pete. Okay, cool. Right, so it is Annika's go. What are you doing, Annika?
I am going to cast. Oh, I've got to pass my cool test first, haven't I?
You do.
Okay, so roll difficulty.
It's just 0, I think.
Yeah, challenging.
Yeah.
Plus 2 success levels.
Hey, okay.
And away we go. Right, in which case
So
I'm
Mimidia
going
is
to
with you as you
call the
the not
blessing
afraid.
of Myrmidia
Ooh.
down upon me.
Okay.
No, I'm going to call it down on the Countess. Did you say she was?
Lady is old.
Lady, yes. On Lady is old.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So is that a prey roll or
It is a prey roll. You need a successful prey roll to. in
and
order to
difficulty
do
on that? I'm assuming is
What?
challenging as well.
Which, yeah.
What prayer are you doing?
Which prey are you doing?
Can you cast it in common?
I'm doing the blessing of protection.
Okay.
A marginal failure, which I will use my reroll on.
Okie doke. Are you clicking on the blessing itself?
No, I'm clicking on the pray
Okay.
because the blessing itself doesn't have an entry.
Okay.
So I'm making pray tests.
Okay, so what does your blessing of protection do?
Blessing of protection means that enemies have to make an average plus 20 willpower test to attack the target as shame wells up within them for considering violence.
Cool.
So that's on Lady
Okay.
Isolde and the
with
maid.
Just imagine this
Okay.
demon suddenly feels
Oh, okay.
shame.
I shall call Myrmidia's blessing down upon Lady Isolde that her protection shield her.
She is looking frightfully scared, but you're kind of
against this
turned.
foul being of the warp.
Well, you turn to give her the blessing, and you see she is slightly rallied by this. However, this is not a situation that a lady is likely to find herself in very frequently. Okay, right. So next we have Herpin. Herpin is completely confused what's going on. He turns to Bernoth. What's going on? What are you doing? What?
Hold on, this isn't. Is this the guy that's running away from me, or the
No,
other?
no. This is the servant guy. This guy here,
Servant opened
the
door.
barman, the guy above you on the map.
I'd go somewhere safe if I were you.
He takes your advice.
I'm not gonna look at him. My eyes are fixed on.
No,
the guy
no, that's
I'm
fine.
facing.
That's fine. No, you kind of say that over your shoulder, and he goes, "Okay," and he kind of scuttles into the corner to hide. He pulls like a large serving dish off of the side and sort of puts it over his head.
Probably the best thing he can do.
Not like a saucepan on his
Like
head,
shield.
but like a shield kind of thing.
Better armor than Brucey.
Yeah. This isn't tangled. Right. Jana. She screams and hides in the corner of the room, running away from Heinkel and everyone. She is absolutely, even though you've given her protection, this is something she's never seen before. Most of you have never seen it before, and she's just absolutely.
It's one of the
terrified.
strictures of Myrmidia is protect the weak from the horrors of war.
Mm,
So if I was going to cast anything, I kind of needed to start by looking after them.
absolutely, absolutely. Right. Next is Marie, and she stands there with her weapon and attacks the.
Does she need to make a cool test too?
Oh, she does need to make a cool test. Yes, I will bring out
She's
her.
been charged, so
Yeah,
didn't-
but you
she-
can still be afraid of the thing
It's-
you're attacking.
It's if you
Okay.
need to do it to like actually act.
cool.
Okay.
Otherwise,
let's make
I think there's a chance you can just run away.
Yeah.
let's make a cool.
Oof.
Not
What does
quite.
she get?
Marginal
0.
failure.
Okay, so she's going to move away
Oh no.
in fear, and she moves back. She doesn't like run away from her lady, but she steps back to the other side of the table, saying, "My lady, get behind me, get behind me!" And she kind of draws her weapon and steps back, disengaging. Right, next, Brucey. Sorry, I do that with a bit of an Aussie accent because it's
Bruce.
Brucey.
Bruce.
Bruce.
She doesn't have to run away.
No, but
She
she's
just suffers -1 success level on all tests to affect the source of the fear.
they're just scared. So
Oh,
she's
yeah,
kind of
it's
stepping
fine.
back and protecting her lady. So
So he's gonna look where the dwarf ran and are you okay? Should I go and help the others?
Probably.
And then with a deep gulp, he'll head towards the tentacly thing. I
Okay.
was rather hoping you wouldn't
let's have
say
a
that.
cool test.
All right. Marginal success by literally one.
That's not going to be it. Well, you're going to have a penalty to attack then. But you can move.
You can't move closer to the source of your
Oh,
fire.
you may need to do a re-roll. Have you got a re-roll?
I do have a reroll.
Or
yeah,
you could
let's
take a
try
point
that
of
again.
corruption for a re-roll if you wanted, Brucey.
No, it's all
It's
right.
a tempting offer.
He's not.
sure? You
Brucey
sure?
also has fortune points.
Yeah.
I know, but sometimes people like a little bit of corruption.
Let's try again. Aye.
Oh,
Hey,
like a
excellent.
hero.
Right.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
all right. Deep gulp. He will advance forwards.
Okay.
So let me just. I can get there, can't I? He's got movement of 4. So he'd have to kind of.
You can go to where that stool is, I think, and
Yeah, sort of.
yeah, you can go that diagonal like that.
Yeah, what's your charge range on Brucey?
He's got a movement of 4, so that be 4, 12, 16? Is that how it works? 4, 8, 12?
Where's the
Good.
movement chart gone?
So 4, 8, 16.
Yeah.
But remember, each square is 2 yards.
Yeah, so you can make it.
We can make it.
You've got this.
Use the. It's like 16 to charge at him, but it involves jumping over the bar.
Oh, maybe you can just kind of run up to him.
Run up to about here. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, look at that. I'm stood on a thing. Oh, there we go. We got there in the end.
Cool.
And then, can I try and stab him with my dagger?
Yeah,
Do I have
yeah, and you're charging, so you get advantage.
So brave.
I know.
So you should be able to, on your token, click on your token,
Okay, hang on.
and then there are some numbers,
Yeah,
and the one above is 0. Should be 0.
yeah.
I think you change that to a 1.
Okay.
I think that's
Oh,
your
that's really
advantage.
cool.
And then if I do that, is that
Okay, so
no?
you failed horribly there.
Oh, terrible.
63.
Is that with advantage and plus 20 for outnumbering?
Do you have advantage? Does it show as you having advantage? I don't think it does. Go to your character sheet,
Yeah.
and then there should be an advantage thing in the combat section.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've done that
Yeah.
now.
Because that's actually a flat success with the plus 30.
Oh, okay.
0, isn't
It
it?
is a flat
it's a
success.
0.
Now let me roll the defense of Flugen.
Flugelhorn.
The name of your own demon.
Flugedach. And
Let's just call it demon.
here we go.
I feel like there's got to be a limerick there.
Defend with his. He can just block with his
head.
weapon, can't he?
Yeah, I'm
Tendrils,
assuming demons can do it with their natural glory
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. Here we go.
appendages.
Let's see if he rolls a success.
Oh, impressive failure.
Oh,
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Sorry, it takes me a
yeah,
while
so
to
you
get the
clock
chat
him in
up.
the head with 2 success levels.
Yeah, 2 success levels. So
Oof.
you would have done. How much does your dagger normally do?
Plus 4. It says on damage.
Okay.
No. All right. So the damage on the roll was 1.
So plus 2 more.
No,
That's
because
plus
that's
3 more.
based on your -3 success levels. So a
So
dagger
4.
does strength bonus plus 2. And what's your strength bonus?
Oh, I just closed my character sheet again.
Oh.
I'll get used to this. I'll
Keep
get
that
used to
open.
this. I
Yeah.
promise.
This is so viewers. All of our new viewers, welcome.
Thank
you
you,
for
Wayland
joining
Punk
us.
40 for subscribing.
Absolutely.
So
And
my strength is
Gutlag.
And gut lag. Excellent.
Ooh. Strength is 26, which means the strength bonus is 2. Is that right?
Yeah, so you would do 4 damage with your dagger with a flat
Alright, okay.
success, so that's fine. But -5 success levels means you add 5 to that. So you do
What?
9 points of damage.
Go away.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh,
With
get
a
him.
dagger.
So 9.
Brucey's-
Let me
Shank him,
just-
Brucey.
So the thing is, this creature, as you stab your dagger into it, there's like a weird puncturing noise, and almost like billowy black gas smoke comes out of it, as well as ichor and blood.
And it
Oh.
whizzes around the room.
not,
The party balloon.
not yet.
It's a pinata.
And it's but hang on, it is demonic. So I
Uh-oh.
believe, or roll 1d10 after any blow is received. If the creature rolls the target number or higher, the blow is ignored, even if it's a critical. Should the creature be reduced to 0 wounds, its soul returns to the realm of chaos, immediately removing it from play. So if I get 9 or more on this roll,
Ah,
what did I roll?
9.
I'm gonna use a GM reroll to reroll that because I'm
You
feeling
can't GM reroll your own rerolls.
I can. That's what GM rerolls for.
That's literally what they're
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, that,
I'm
Hey!
there you go. So you hit it, but it does have armor and toughness. So you do for let me change its wounds. Here we go. Come on. There we go. And take that. No. Yep. There we go. So you should be able to see now that it's injured. Everyone's mouse pointer goes over to it.
Where?
That's really good.
Oh, we can't see that.
We don't get that secret information.
Do you not get the
The
bar
viewers
on the
can
bottom?
see it. We can't.
Ah.
I mean, if we go over to
I can
Twitch,
just
we can
see,
see it.
It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
handy
I
for
can
the
just see
viewers
lots of
actually, because the
little
viewers should be able to
things.
see now what's going on. Okay, cool. So, Brucey, excellent, good stuff. You hit it. Right, next.
told you you've got this, Brucey.
It's probably going to be you on your own.
Shouts
Next,
to
we're
the
all in
kitchen, yeah.
trouble. It's Heinkel.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Should have gone the kitchen.
Heinkel's
Oh,
going to roll.
you just got another reroll, Pete.
Thank you.
Heinkel's going to roll his cool to see what he actually does. In his head, he's doing something very heroic.
Okay.
But the likelihood is he's going to go and quiver in a corner with somebody else. Cool. Roll my cool. Yes.
Oh!
Okay. I can use something to re-roll that, can't I?
Has he? You can use a fortune
Yes.
point.
So,
Yeah.
you
Has he got a
also
reroll?
got a reroll, so
Have I?
Yeah,
I think Simon got a reroll.
you got one right near the
Did I?
start, I think.
Did I?
Yeah, so you
Okay.
got a reroll.
I don't know if
Let's
that
try and
counts
do
anymore, does it?
that. Let's try and do that. I'd really like to do something heroic, but you never know. No,
No.
-1, so I
Well,
still can't go towards him.
You can't go towards it, and you have a -1 to anything you do to harm it from afar.
I haven't got anything I can do to harm it from afar.
Do you not have like a spell?
Nope.
Okay. Right. So what do you? You could throw something at it.
Nope. I'm
Okay.
going to do nothing.
Okay. Cool. Well, you get to make another test next time, and your success levels accrue.
Okay.
Right. Next, it is the man, the guy carrying the book, the young man next to Bernoth, and he looks at you. You are meddling with powers far beyond your own simple understanding, dwarf. Begone, or I shall destroy you. But he looks like he's crapping himself.
You
And
never say that to Roger. That's just asking for trouble.
he doesn't know it's Roger, does he? And he runs over to.
If he's gonna do that, I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna hit him.
He's going to disengage from you. That's his action.
Isn't that an opposed test?
Let's do an opposed
Because
test.
he doesn't have advantage.
Let's
So
have a
it's
look.
against my melee.
Well, then he's in
So-
trouble,
So-
isn't he?
It's his dodge versus my melee. I'm
But
not a
he-
melee
he-
character,
Godspeed,
remember?
entitlement.
But he gets to. Here we go. Let me grab my book.
Yeah, it's his dodge versus my melee.
Okay. So if you hit him, he still gets to move away, doesn't
young
he?
demonologist.
He. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. I think if you pass, you just hit him. If
I will quickly have a look. Sorry, I don't know. Normally they just die. I'm too used to playing back.
They never get a chance to run
Yeah,
away
yeah.
normally.
what more than one hit? Sorry, new viewers. We're talking about our previous Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay game.
Go check it out. It's all on
Disengaging.
YouTube. Not right now though.
Not
Don't
right
go
now. Stay here for this.
Stay here for this, and then
Yeah.
afterwards,
I'd be the
while you're
surprise to be one.
waiting.
Right. Disengaging. Use dodge.
So
If you-
yeah, if they succeed, they gain one advantage, and they can use their move to go anywhere. If they fail, if they fail, each opponent defeating you gains 1 advantage and makes it impossible
Possible
for you to
escape without a blow to your back.
Uh-huh.
So that means you can escape, but you get hit.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Norman Smith. That's...
Okay.
Oh,
So
look at that. So his
Use
intent is
that
to
to-
run away. So let's have a look and see if he gets away without a dwarven whack chop to the back of the knees. So he's going to roll dodge. I love the dice rolling noise.
So you got -2 success levels, and I got +2.
Okay, I'm going to make you re-roll that because that's a critical.
Oh,
Ah,
boo! We finally get to use the crit table.
Sorry, that's
Crit
just
him
the
again,
kind.
Rog.
That's
Crit him
just,
again.
that's just the kind of GM I am. And I might use my other re-roll to re-roll his dodge.
oh, Norman Smith 71 is giving everybody rerolls.
Yeah,
Oh,
Norm's just
Norman
chucking
is
out
awesome.
the
Thank you,
Oh,
Norman.
rerolls there. Everybody's got one.
I'm
For
going to
everyone
use one.
except
I'm going
Pete.
to use one
Not
of my
you, Pete.
rerolls
Okay.
to try again.
Oh, but not Pete. Oh, Norman, I just said you were awesome.
Oh, damn it.
Okay. So he gets away from you and
Git.
gains 1 advantage. Hang on.
Oh
Advantage.
no, you've only got little legs.
1. Haha. Excellent. Right. So he runs out the back door. How many squares can he move? He's got movement 4.
Norman has given you a reroll, Pete.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine.
I was
Are
being
you-
chased by a dwarf with an axe. I could run further.
He runs out into the darkness. That's about what's the running speed? It's like times
Times 4, so 16.
16. So
Mhm.
8 squares.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. There we go. So he's running. You can hear him running up the pathway outside, and you can see this kind of alley down the side of the building. Okay. Next, it is.
Can I shout that he's run off?
Yeah, you can shout. He's running off.
He's running round the front. I will
Okay.
shout.
Next is Lady Isolde, and she pulls from her pocket a key, and she looks towards the door beside her, and looks nervously between the key and the door, and then she steps back behind Marie to get out of the way.
Well, hello.
Right, and then
Oh,
Hieronymus,
shame.
how did you roll a 5? God, did you literally roll a 1 or something?
I must have done.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's cool test first to see how scared I am.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm guessing pretty scared.
Oh, it was me hoping you were going to chase down the guy.
I'm probably going to hide behind the table with the bar owner. He might be in need of medical assistance.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
-3 success levels on my cool test.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna run. I
You've
was
got to
gonna run away
re-roll
from
if
the
you
source
want
of my fear anyway.
You've got to re-roll
go.
if you want to.
Are you going out of the building or?
I'll use the re-roll that the players will probably see if I can.
Might be time
not
to
be
perform
scared.
surgery on those trousers.
0
Oh, 0.
successes.
Yeah,
So
you
I'm
need
still
to.
gonna
Yeah.
go away. In which case, I'll probably dive behind the table.
Next to
with
Gustav.
Yeah, check Gustav's doing okay.
Okay. Move your chap.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, on
Mhm.
on top of
Thank God
Gustav.
for that. Brucey's still there.
Quick cuddle. Okay, so yeah. So you dive down behind the table, and Gustav says, "This kind of thing normally doesn't happen here. What's going on?"
Okay, they'll sort it out.
Well, I hope so. There's a couple of silver shillings to anyone who kills it, he says loudly again, sort of over the top of the table.
Daddy Silver? Tight ass.
Okay, right. So next it is, I believe, Bernoth. Bernoth, you're in the kitchen. You can hear people fighting and shouting and screaming, and lots of people crying in the room behind you. Here he goes. It's like whatever. I'm after him.
Is the door shut? Because it's not letting me go through it.
It's open. Just drag him out. Drag him out. I think because the door's not properly lined up with a square, it won't let you. It drag your guy out.
There we go.
Beyond. Yeah, there you go.
There.
You smash through
Okay.
the wall.
As I do that, I'm gonna
Leaves a
Basically-
dwarf-shaped hole in the wall.
the axe is going away, and I'm gonna hurl the tankard at him.
Okay. Well, it's dark out there, so
I can see in the dark.
Oh yes.
yes, you can.
Classic player response.
Dim
Nicely done.
vision, haven't you? You got
I have got night vision. I'm a dwarf.
night vision. Cool. Well, you're lucky then that there's some light coming into the thing, because night vision doesn't mean complete darkness. But
No,
yes.
but if there's any kind of moonlight or anything, I can.
Yeah,
see
yeah,
clearly.
yeah.
I just can't see in complete darkness.
Yes, yes. Right, you can throw your tankard. It's going to be -10 because it's not a throwing weapon. It's not aerodynamic, and you are just chucking at him.
Totally worth it. How
It's
do I just
definitely
roll?
Crocodile Dundee.
It's something like that, doesn't it?
How do you just roll ballistic skill?
You go to your character sheet and roll ballistic skill.
I think you press
hang
down
on,
at the
there we
bottom
go.
where it's current.
Found it.
Cool. Okay. So will the
Oh,
oh
I'm gonna use my secondary roll.
okay, go for it.
Ah,
Ah,
I feel like you went to throw it and you're like, there's still beer in here. I can't.
no, I loved it, but
Okay, cool. So you you throw it and you hear it kind of clunk 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 in the far corner.
well, I'll see where it went. But
Yeah, it's kind of into some mud or something.
Well, you're going to go and
Um,
fetch it and see if there's any left.
no, I'm gonna keep running after him. He'll have to slow down because he won't be able to see a damn thing. I can.
Okay. Next we have Gustav. He is going to continue to cower behind the table.
Smart man.
Then
Heroic
we
choice.
have Fluger
Dick Barman.
Snegen.
so is this a good time to talk to you about my dooming and how if my character dies when my next one comes back, I get more XP?
Yeah, what's your dooming?
Being murdered in a tavern by a demon?
Do you want to roll your dooming on the the GM screen booklet dooming table?
Where does dooming even go? Is there a space for doom? I don't see
Yeah,
a space for
it's,
doom.
it's
Roll
it's
a
under
D100,
talents.
Millie.
Roll a d100.
Under
Yep.
talents. It's-
Oh,
it's
You're going to
yeah,
there.
quickly
you know
find
what?
out your dooming, and if it says chaos in a tavern will be your downfall, then
How do I
that would
roll
be
a d100?
just type
in...
roll D100 in the chat.
Oh, cool. No, you must have to do.
/ roll D100, like roll 20. It's just the
Ah.
same.
96.
96. Here we go. Save not the needy, for they shall carry thine noose.
How needy do the. I don't know. Ah.
Lady Isolde does not look needy. Right, so the creature there is the creature of chaos is drawn towards the not in a pleasant way, towards the blessing chanted out. This holy words and incantation
Yeah,
draw
come
its
at me,
ire.
fam.
So it goes to attack you.
Well, you want some of this?
So I'm going to get my character sheet up. Here we go. And I am going to swing the weapon.
Would now be a good time to talk about my dooming.
We can talk about your dooming in a moment, yes. Right, so how are you defending against this attack?
If I defend, do I lose my action?
No.
No.
No, it's always an opposed roll.
Oh, in
But
which
it's
case,
just like a melee roll.
Dodge,
I
block.
will.
Either dodge or melee.
Yeah, I'll step over his attack and warm up for mine. I failed less than he did.
You did. So Flugadak fails to hit you with -1 success levels. So you gain advantage.
Huzzah!
Yes. So both of you should be on one advantage now. Yes, there's a little bar that our viewers can probably see, but it's filled with quite a dark thing, and it shows. Yeah.
Right.
One on each.
Okay.
Excellent.
Then I am going to stab him in the face or kick him in the pods. Does he have?
No, it doesn't have
It's
pods.
a demon.
Does it have any kind of recognizable like cleft between its legs that it could be kicked in?
No, I think pretty sure this one's Zeech and not Slanesh.
Yeah. There's lots
There's
of
nothing there to kick. I'm going to stab it.
Yeah, there's nothing there to kick, unfortunately. As much as you like doing that. Hey, Beowulf Reborn, thank you for subscribing. And how are you doing? G'day, mate.
You can have a bit of that sunshine.
Let me roll. Pop.
You even got him in the head.
Yeah.
-6.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, so you got 9 success levels. So what's so 6 on top of that, so 12 damage. Right, let's roll demonic. Ah. Okay, so you did 12 damage, so I'm
going to shout Mamidia as I stab him in the face.
That means that therefore
Does that also put my advantage up?
Yes, it does.
I'm gonna say to Gustav, that means they're winning.
Brilliant. Come on. Figure it out. There we go. There we go. Viewers just got to see the remaining woundage on the... okay, cool. So that was Flugadak, and now that was Annika, wasn't it? Skip. That was Annika. Then Herpin is hiding. In fact, what I will do is I'll probably remove certain people from the combat who are hiding as we hit them. So Janet is hiding, and it's cool. You can turn people's combat status on or off.
That is pretty cool.
So they drop in and out of the thing. You can also multiple select and take people in or out of a combat, which is very handy. It is a bit smoother than Roll20. Right,
there's a little blue bar over me now, and is that my advantage?
That is your advantage, yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So Marie Schutz is going to... I'm wondering if I can click on people from
Kill
the
steal.
combat thing.
I've role-played with Pete enough times I can sense it coming now.
Don't you mean you've role-played with Jim enough times that you now know when it's coming?
Can't say anything bad about Jim. He gave me a re-roll.
He's beautiful. She's going to make a cool roll. She is a seasoned mercenary. If there are other people fighting a thing in a room and your person you're guarding isn't in direct trouble, hey, why don't you just there you go. Oh look, here we go. Valberg, Pete, you can double-click the top bar of the character sheet to minimize it. Also double-clicking a token. There, that's what I was thinking. The token thing should do it.
That's
right.
what I've done with mine. I've got them both minimized.
Here we go.
Astounding failure.
Oh my god, right. So she's just going to stand there and defend her lady. Valiantly.
While looking terrified.
Terrified's a strong word, but yes.
With a
Right.
-6.
Next on the generation game, it's the
Ah.
cuddly toy round.
Cuddly toys.
It's Brucey.
All right. I think. Do I have to make a cool test first? Is that?
Did you
or-
fail
No,
last
because you
time?
passed it.
All right,
You
okay.
passed. No, once you've
No, I
passed,
passed.
you're like, fine.
All right. Then-
It's the same demon. I'm going to getting more scared.
Well,
yeah,
he's
whatever.
doing weird wiggly oozy tentacly things. It's a
Yeah,
bit
but we
odd.
both stabbed it in the head, so
Like, I've never pulled anything up out the river with this many tentacles. It's a bit offensive. But he's just going to try and stab him with the dagger.
Okay, cool.
So got an advantage.
You've got 2 advantages.
Your
Oh, I got
advantage
Charged, and
will
you got another one.
your advantage will figure itself out.
Okay.
Should just auto add on when you roll.
Okay.
And plus 20 for outnumbering.
So do I change the
Yes.
difficulty
didn't even
to
add that.
average? There we go. Okay.
Yep.
Roll.
Roll.
Ooh,
Let's
look
go.
at that! Impressive
Whoa!
success.
5 success levels. Hitting the right arm. Let's see what happens.
It opposes still.
which
Yeah,
one of its right
-1.
arms?
-1.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you do
Oof.
10 points of damage with your dagger. You're pretty nifty with this dagger. Right.
Gosh,
It's demonic though. So let's
is.
roll this die. No. Okay. So Brucey steps forward, thrusting the dagger into the creature. And as you do so, you tear a rend in it, and that kind of wound seems to open up, almost inverting the creature, sucking itself inside the wound, inside out. Strange tendrils and tentacles kind of popping out of existence in a big billow of smoke and feathers filling the room. And it returns to the realms of chaos. And it is gone.
Yay.
Okay.
I shall immediately take a knee and offer up a prayer of thanks to the goddess of battle.
I'll just sit
Because she
down
was
on this stool.
absolutely with us in that fight.
Yeah. I'll sit down on the stool that's right next to me and just be like, right.
Yeah, you're just like, "Ugh." Okay.
All right.
I like to think that it looked enough fish-like that you just got loads of experience of gutting fish.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
When Marie came and stood next to me, did she clutch my hand? I'm sure that's what happened.
yeah. In
I'm
your
pretty sure
mind,
there's still a dwarf
in-
chasing someone.
you've both
He's
reached for the same.
incorrigible.
Yeah, there is still a dwarf chasing someone. Heinkel, are you doing anything?
I shall reassure the lady that the priestess has dispatched the foul demon. I know it wasn't the priestess that did the foul demon. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that.
This is all quite irregular. She's completely flustered, and her composure has completely slipped.
Yeah.
Truly
Perhaps
hit the
it-
nature of
perhaps it
chaos
is-
on the head.
Yeah, perhaps it is better we travel with you tomorrow to make sure you're safe on your journey.
Perhaps you do seem a capable bunch. Okay, round to Ernst, and he is going to he's going to run out to. Sorry, I'm doing diagonals at the same time. 1, 6. What's sprint? Double
You're
that, isn't it?
16,
16.
in total.
Okay.
It's 16 yards. How many square?
Oh, sorry. 16 yards. Right. Okay. Gotcha. There. Is that right? Let me just check. He was there. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Yep. That's it. He's going to run there. Can you run and do an action? I think you can, can't you?
Probably.
He's going to wet himself.
He is going to cast a spell. Oh, what am I doing? Don't need to do that. Double click on the token to get the character sheet. Boom. Here we go. Right, main. And no, magic. What am I doing? Let's see. What and shock. Ah, no, he's not. No, he's not. Okay. That's the end of his go. Lady Isolde, we don't need to worry about that. She is holding Heinkel's hand. Hieronymus, you're sitting there by the window, right? And all this has gone on just out in the room, and you've seen, Brucey take down this demon. You've never seen a demon before. This is amazing. And in the kind of quiet that falls just after it, you hear sloppy running footprints outside, and you kind of look around and you see through the window this guy holding a large book, a bit like the one Heinkel carries, running full pelt. He seems to be arcing back round.
Here, does this window open? I'm going to start fiddling with the window to see if it
Yeah.
opens.
It opens. Yep.
And the window, I'm going to step out,
Okay.
and if I can step out and through, and then can I throw a rock at him?
Yeah, you can
Can't
throw a
get
rock
through.
at him.
I just drag. Oh. The attempt to take a movement collides with at least one wall. Do I need like an admin to move me through there?
Just grab and drag him.
I am, and it keeps snapping me back.
Okay, hang on. Let me. You're gonna jump through the window.
Yes.
There you go. Hang on, I just need to check something. Someone said a very good point in chat about corruption. Yeah, corruption.
Yeah, it was. Does
Tasty,
everybody get
tasty
insanity
corruption.
points? And somebody else said, I think it's corruption now.
It
so
is
we
corruption
may get
now.
corruption.
Sorry, I forgot about that. Hang on. Sorry, Leon. Bear with me one moment while I just... Oh, wrong book. There we go. Got all these books lying around.
Oh, Simon's fallen over.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Here we go. They are... Right. Get that out of the way. Monster traits. Corruption. Strength of the corruption is marked in brackets C, page 182. 182. Where are you? Here we go.
Do we really get corruption
Moderate.
after beating his ass so
Okay.
soundly?
Moderate corrupting influences are a danger to every soul and should be avoided under all circumstances. If a test is failed, so everyone has to make a endurance or cool test. If you're encountering a corrupted, so basically everyone in the room, so all of you, when it appeared, this would have happened, and you're probably just settling in now that you feel like slightly sick.
Cool. Cool.
See, Simon's off to a good start there.
Let me get the rolls back up.
So how many skill levels did we need?
You
Oh,
need to
dear.
get... No, you just need to pass.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't do
I
that.
reroll using a fortune point.
Okay, so Annika passed. Bernoth passed using a fortune point.
It is literally my job to not get corrupted, though. So
This is true. This is true. Heinkel failed massively. And Brucey failed. Okay.
Patches
what could
failed.
possibly go
If you
wrong
fail,
with a
a test
corrupted
failed,
wizard?
gain 2 corruption points. With
Ah,
a
How many-
marginal success of 0 to 1, gain 1.
How many fortune points do
corruption.
you start with?
However,
Zero.
how many
You should
fate
have
points have
some
you got?
zero.
equals
Two.
fate.
And you've got 2.
All right, maybe I'll re-roll that then.
Okay.
Not it's
So-
going to help. But I'll
So a
just
marginal
try it.
success of 0 or 1. So
Me, I
Bernoth.
got 1.
Okay, so anyone who got 0 or 1 success gains 1 corruption point. If you failed, you get 2 corruption points.
Oh, I only got 1 success. I might re-roll
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
I was going to say you can use a
didn't work.
fortune point to add 1 success level.
Isn't that to a successful roll?
Yeah, if he passed
Yeah.
by
Oh,
1.
could you have
Oh, it
done
passed
that?
by 1. Yeah. Do that instead.
I'll do that instead. A fortune point, you say?
Okay.
Is there a
So
way
you
to
gain-
get rid of them?
How do you make
Uh,
fortune
Yeah.
points go down? Every time I click
Yeah.
on my fortune points, they go up.
You can.
My light wizard in the last
Oh.
in Flint and Steel could heal corruption.
The
They can
click
steal,
with
what's
the
that?
other mouse button.
Oh, there we go. Thank
It
you.
goes down.
It's like, I'm trying to take it away, but I'm up to fortune 7.
The down arrow does the thing. Okay, right. So the corruption sets in as Patches jumps out the window.
I feel kind of good, but kind of bad.
Yeah. Right. What are you doing?
I'm gonna scoop a rock up off the ground.
Okay.
I'm gonna lob it at the guy running off.
Okay.
Have it, you demon bastard!
And
And
he
just
can't do
roll.
anything about it.
West Country Witch Hunters.
oh, hang on, sorry, I added rock, but I didn't add any ammo of rock.
I have one rock.
Quantity
You can
one.
scoop
Let's
a
try that
few up.
again.
No, you can scoop up like 3 rocks. That's fine. You know, one's a brick. You know.
Just scoop him up for later. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Rock.
Wait, that's
Standard,
my rock.
nothing extra to add to it, is it? Just roll.
He turns around and deflects with a piece of paper.
Failure. Minus
Have you got a
2.
reroll?
I'm going to use a. Which one's the fortune?
Fortune.
I'm going to go
Ooh,
with fortune.
excuse me.
Scatter. What I love is the little linked
Ooh.
rolling
Oh,
thing.
99!
Oops,
Oh!
table.
Roll that. You
Fumble.
see that fumble thing?
Yeah,
Click on
if
that.
I click that. Oops.
Oh no! Your brick doesn't work properly.
Your weapon suffers 1 damage. Next round you will act last regardless of initiative order. So
I've just
nothing
spun round.
happened. Okay. So the brick's just going to fly off. We won't bother with scatter.
You
'cause
lean
it's just
back
like-
with a brick and then fall off the windowsill.
Oh,
Okay.
Patches.
Okay,
Hammer
but he's
heavier than I
aware of
thought.
you now.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd shout
yeah.
at him.
Okay, so next we go back round the list to Bernoth.
Dum, bum, bum,
Here he
bum.
comes. Can
You go diagonally.
Yeah, but I think every other one, just go diagonally. Don't worry
Are you a
about
bishop?
it. Oh, I love a bit of chess humour.
And then I'm going to hurl a knife at him.
Gonna hurl a
Ooh.
knife at him. You have to draw your knife to throw your knife?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's not a
Don't
particularly
worry. I'm
hard
joking.
action, given
I'm-
it's on my belt.
I'm go for it.
Success.
Oh my god, I hit him.
Right arm.
Oh wow. So +2. So what does a knife do? Is it just a dagger?
It's just a dagger that I've hurled at him.
Okay. So it's throwing knife, strength bonus +2.
Okay, so my strength bonus is 3, so 5, 7.
7 damage. Okay.
Wow.
So let's see. Come on. Hello. Here we go. He's got. Oh, that's not good. 7 damage, you say?
Yeah.
7 damage, you say? Okay. The knife sticks into his arm and he howls in pain. He's clearly not built for battle. You know this. Let me just see. Oh, I'm trying. To...
And I'll shout, "Stop, you bastard, or your next one will go in your head."
Okay. Right. He looks between the two of you. He's kind of stops. You've both thrown things at him, and he's like, "It was not my fault. It was not my fault."
Then stop and talk, manling.
Hey,
Okay.
you're at session 2 for a reference to Manling.
Hey,
The Manling
Uh,
sweepstake has been won.
Gustav is getting up from behind his counter, but dusting himself off. Annika, what are you up to? You can hear shouting outside, and Patches has jumped out the window.
Yeah, this room needs some fairly hefty cleansing right now, so I'm going to be praying and
Okay. Very cool.
doing whatever I can to try and cleanse the room of the taint of chaos.
You're cleansing the taint. Okay, cool. Right. So, Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Get out some wet wipes, whatever it takes.
I think you need a full, fresh bottle of good spirits and at least 6 glasses.
Yeah. Okay. Marie is like checking Lady Isolde and sitting her down, making sure that she's okay. Brucey.
Okay, good job there, Marie. Thanks for your help.
Brucey, you've just slayed this demon. And
Yeah.
you're like
Sat
slightly
on a
shaken
stool.
by it.
Slightly corrupted by that. But Patch just jumped out a window. So I will. He owes me money. So can
you're gonna run along the bar.
Oh yeah, just run along the bar and through the window.
Yeah, why not?
Because I'm a human, I won't fit.
Yeah. You
What
could run
did we
behind
search?
the bar and jump over that side of it.
No, I could also use a door.
You could use the door. Sorry, I was getting carried away with the bar fight.
I could get to here.
Yeah.
And then is there I could get to there. There we go. And is it? I'm not sure of the economy in. Can I then move more, or do I just get one chunk of movement?
That's your
my whole movement.
I think so.
Okay.
I believe so. Someone in chat will tell us if we're getting it wrong any moment now. Yeah, I think you get move and then
I think they're all distracted
moving
talking about
during
what
combat.
soap
Charging,
and bricks
running.
are made from in the old world.
On your turn, you can use your action to sprint. This requires a +20 athletics test. The distance covered is in addition to your move this round. You sprint your run movement plus success level in yards. So a character with a move of 4 who rolled -2 success levels would sprint an additional 14 yards.
Nice.
So you could do that.
Yeah, let's try that. So what was it? Just
But that's your action, so you wouldn't be able to do anything else. So roll athletics at +20.
Athletics +20. Roll. Go, Brucey. Wow.
Oh.
He's doing well tonight.
Whoa.
My
+5. So what's your run movement? 16 +5, 21 yards.
21 yards. Gosh.
There's a lot of love for Brucey in the chat right now.
Yeah.
Nice to slay you, nice.
Brucey, remember the 2
Good game,
shillings.
good game.
Don't
For
forget the
viewers who don't know who Bruce Forsyth is, he is a much cherished and loved light entertainer,
Game show host.
Singer, dancer.
Singing, dancing. Yeah.
Pete,
Oh,
out
I
of
get-
curiosity, was that a lesser demon?
It was a lesser demon.
Then you only gain 1 corruption point if you fail.
No, it had corruption moderate.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. 8 + 6 is yeah, you can definitely get to there.
Yeah,
So
you can get to there.
He
So
runs
you run-
around and like, hello.
And he's like, ah, no. Okay, at this point, I think Heinkel's probably trying to chat up someone.
Yeah.
Heinkel's going to go and speak to Gustav and claim our fortune for saving his bar.
Okay, well we'll leave that for a moment then, and we'll just finish off this combat. So it gets to Ernst Heidelmann, and he will pull his book out and try to cast a spell
Oh gosh.
on Brucey.
Oh no.
She's going to get it.
Here we go. So he
Major
reaches his
miscast,
hand
major
out.
miscast.
Reaches his hand out to touch you. So I think he still needs to make a roll, doesn't he, to touch you?
He lost his advantage in case you missed that because I hit him.
Very true. Very true. I did miss that. Thank you. I will remove his advantage. Where are we? Combat. Advantage. 0. Cool. And then let's do magic. He's going to cast shock
Oh.
on Brucey.
Oh no.
to stun you. So he reaches out to touch you.
Critical cast.
Oh,
And a minor miscast.
oh my god.
Because of the crit, yeah.
Yeah. Wicked. Okay, cool. Right. Minor miscast table. Here we go. So
Just
right.
click on it. It should do it for you.
Oh yeah, good point. Here we go. Right, let's do the critical
Yeah,
cast.
'cause I think you resolve the success first.
Yeah. So what does that do?
Oh no!
Total power spells cast no matter it's the end you rolled. Spell is successful cast. So you
Oh,
gain a
God.
stun. You gain a stun condition.
Okay.
And a critical wound.
It's
It can be dispelled.
It doesn't cause any damage.
Oh, it doesn't cause damage.
It just causes a stun. Like basically, it's like zzz, like a taser, like a really
Okay.
crap taser, and you like get like momentarily, and stun
It's a
means you
joy
won't be able
buzzer.
to do anything next round.
All right. Oh.
And then let's do minor miscast. It's going to be like roll on the major miscast table.
Tase yourself. Tase yourself.
Double trouble. The effect of the spell you cast occurs elsewhere within 2 miles. Okay, so so it doesn't actually affect you,
It could. We're within 2 miles.
but back in the tavern, Heinkel is suddenly electrocuted for seemingly no reason. Heinkel, you feel electricity flow through your body, and you gain 1 stunned condition.
He was holding hands with Isolde.
Oh, it's the electricity flowing between you. It's magical.
Oh, literally.
And he looks as it goes to touch you, the crackle kind of comes out of his hand, and then there's like a strange noise, and he like convulses slightly, and nothing seems to happen. For a moment there, you thought you were going to get shocked, Brucey, but it doesn't seem to occur, and he is frazzled by all of this. So we will move on. Lady Isolde is no longer going to be in this combat. Oh no, not Heinkel. No. You over here.
Can I see him?
No.
No,
You can't even see him. It's a miscast. It's like somewhere within 2 miles, someone else takes the hit. So we know who that's going to be.
Yeah.
So next it's Hieronymus.
I'm gonna. Oh, I don't want to run up and deck him. He's so big. It's a problem with you bigs.
No, he's
Kick him
not.
in-
He's
kick
just
him in the
really
shin.
close.
It causes fear in you, doesn't he?
Yeah, he will. I'm gonna chuck another brick at him.
Okay.
Not the broken one.
Okay. You throw another brick at him. Go for it.
Let me get my sheet up. Sorry,
No
it's
worries.
not ready.
Now, if Jim was here,
I'll be honest, I
this
thought Bruce was
thrown
gonna
brick
finish
would
him
hit
off.
Roger.
Have it.
Go on. Oh, that's pretty
I mean,
bad.
I think I get +10 because he's big. So
Plus 20.
+20 because he's big. No, still not enough.
No, outnumber doesn't work.
No, you
Oh,
get
because
plus
he's
20
big.
because he's
Size
big.
difference.
Oh, plus 20. Right, sorry. Have you got a Did you want to use a fortune point to re-roll that?
Yes.
He's not big though, is he? He's normal size.
You could take a
still get
corruption
the
point to
advantage.
re-roll that. if you want.
He's big to.
He's big to the halfling.
You still
halfling.
get that?
He's a size level higher, so he
Wow,
gets an
Gunter would have done a
advantage.
lot more damage then.
Sorry, I ran out of rocks again.
I said you had like a handful.
Yeah, but it limits how many things you can have. It wouldn't let me have unarmed,
Okay,
knife,
so
and
look-
improvised.
So you throw another brick,
Just-
and it goes wide.
it's just
And we
sandstone,
cycle
just
back round
exploded.
to Bernoth.
I warned you, you bastard.
That sounds familiar.
And then I'm gonna attack him
Okay,
With an actual weapon, not
with an
not
axe
a
this time.
knife.
with an axe. Okay, go for it. He's going to try and defend himself.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Oh dear.
You doing it?
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh,
+7. Pretty good.
94. How have you got? Oh, because
I've got 2 advantages because I
Yeah.
got 1 last time for hitting him. Then I got 1 for charging,
That's cool.
and I'm outnumbering him 2 to 1.
You are indeed. Does it count with dwarves?
Yes.
He's going to try and oppose with melee. -2! So you do 16 points of damage.
With his left arm.
To his left
Is that
arm.
the one carrying the book?
Well, he's kind
Fulfill
of holding
that
the book
briefly.
in both hands.
Oh, hang on. What's he defending with melee? The book.
It's like he's blocking. He's trying to block you. He's trying to block you with the book. And you swing
That's
your
why I got
axe in.
-2.
You swing your axe in, and it hits him at the shoulder joint. And he's horribly dead. And you kind of hack his arm off, and
Would it be a critical wound rather than instant death?
See, when we said
he's an
disarm him, that's
NPC.
not what
He's
we
an
meant.
NPC, so it's
Hey, I was hoping to interrogate him.
not doing that. You're not.
I didn't think I'd do
Oh,
that.
sorry, but you run up and you swing your axe. The blade hits so hard that his left hand on the arm that's chopped off reflexively grips the book, and his right arm is left holding the book, and on the other end of the book is his left arm, which he kind of flaps around in the mud on the floor at his feet, and blood kind of splays around, and he looks at you with aghast eyes, and he hits the floor. And as he hits the floor, hang on 1 second, the cover of his book falls off, and you can all see in the light spilling out of the windows that the false cover that hits the floor, Patches, you're quite interested, it says leeches and their curative properties, but beneath that false cover is a much darker looking tome with classical writing on it. De vitae occulte demonis. Okay, and that is the end of the combat. And I think probably a good point to take a quick break and to do our competition.
Which means you need to tell them what the special magic word is.
Yes, and I need to just quickly go to Nightbot and set it up. So we are giving away. What are we giving away? Someone, Phil.
Two
We are giving away
PDFs.
PDFs.
2
One
PDFs.
of
One is Middenheim,
City of the White Wolf.
and the other one is
Shrines of Sigmar.
that's the one.
That's the one.
Courtesy
saying
of our
that's the one
wonderful
in the hope
friends
that
at
you're right.
Cubicle 7.
Yes, thank you very much, Cubicle 7, for sponsoring Garblag Games. And
is it 2 prizes or 1 epic prize?
it's
one
one
epic
epic
prize.
prize
One
for one
epic prize.
epic person. Right, I'm just trying to do this.
So if you are interested in winning those prizes,
Here we go.
you just need to comment in the chat with hashtag whatever the word Pete's about to say.
Hashtag demon.
Hashtag demon. Stick a hashtag demon in there. You've got
Yep.
the whole of the break.
Just regular demon. DEMON.
DEMON.
Case
Like
DEMON.
Malkavian Plays just
Oh,
did.
hang on. Wait.
Wait
No.
for it.
Oh,
Oh
wait
no,
for
that's
it.
okay.
Wait.
That's okay. You
No.
can go. You can go.
It's,
Oh,
they're
go.
going for
That's
it.
the signal,
go.
guys. Go.
Go.
Look at
Okay.
all those
Case.
demons. Demons everywhere.
I don't think we're going to survive this, guys.
Millions of demons. Demons
That's a lot
for
of
me.
corruption.
Yeah. That is a
Millions
lot.
of demons.
Well,
Demons
Bruce
for
is dead.
free.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a nature break, and
Crikey, that's a lot of demons.
we're going to
Okay.
come
Yes.
back. Good to have tried out some combat in Foundry to see the lighting, all the stuff
Yeah, it's
going
pretty
on.
That is
cool.
awesome, the
it is-
lighting
it
thing.
is
I love the
really
way doors
cool.
open and light goes.
I'm moving to the
Yeah,
country.
it's
We're
so
going to
cool.
eat a lot of demons.
Yeah. That's a lot of demons in there.
That sounds like heresy.
Millions of demons.
Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick break. When I come back, the winner will be selected from all the people who have put the hashtag for demon in the chat. And we will see you very, very soon. Well, maybe 5-10 minutes.
Demons come from behind.
See you then.
Bye.
Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of Enemy in Shadows, our Enemy Within campaign actual play sponsored by the lovely people at Cubicle 7 and Games Workshop. And before the break, we had a nice bit of combat using the Foundry system. And Brucey was able to slay the demon.
Like
And
I told you had this, Brucey.
And hashtag demon was our special word, wasn't it?
It was. Still is. Quick, go.
Yep. If you want to get into the competition and haven't done it yet, hashtag demon, DEMON.
Johnny Trash came in at the last minute there. 11th hour, last man
Nice.
hero.
Just about. So.
Oh, UK six of Sam.
Cheeky last
Oh,
Oh,
That's
it's a
not
lemon.
a last entry,
Oh,
that's
lemon.
a lemon.
It's summoned a lemon.
Oh,
Damn
someone did a lemon.
cursive.
Damn cursive.
Okay. That won't get you in if that's supposed to be going in.
They entered earlier.
Okay. So here we go. Right. Thank you everyone for entering. We have had, let me see, 28 entries.
Crikey.
Yeah. So we are now going to roll it. And the Nightbot, oh, tequila. Okay, cool.
No,
Yeah,
there
can
was
I
a
have
line, and
can I
then-
have one of those? And here we go.
You feel all right.
Ready. The winner of this will get a copy of Middenheim, City of the White Wold, and Wolf, and Shrines of Sigmar. And the winner is Wayland Punk 40. You have
Hey.
won the giveaway, a subscriber and following us for the last week, so probably watched us last week. Well done, Wayland Punk 40. You have won the PDFs. All you need to do is come over to our Discord, find me, Garblag, and message me, send me a private message, and I will forward on the email address that you will need to contact to receive your PDFs. Roger, if you could stick the Discord link in the chat, that would be awesome. Exclamation Discord. Get that sorted. There we go. Got rid of that malware thing. Cool. Okay, so yeah, you just brutally murderized the young lad out the front door as well. So let's do that, and I'm going to switch to our map view so our viewers can see less of our faces. We had one comment on the last video saying, "Can I have less of your faces, please?" Which I thought was lovely.
That's understandable.
Right, this face is weird, whatever we do.
Annika, you and Heinkel are standing there as you hear sudden footsteps like rampant footsteps coming down the stairs and emerging into the tavern ground floor is Philippe Descartes in just his underclothes, holding a pistol and a sword. "What is going on down here? You are disturbing my sleep." And he's kind of looking around. "Is there battle?"
Not anymore. You missed it.
I'm mad. And he kind of turns around and heads back up the stairs. Okay, what are you guys doing now? Gustav is kind of looking out the window. Is everything okay? Everything okay out there?
More or less.
It will be in a second. Yeah, I'm getting out my tinderbox.
It
There's
might
a
be a bit
fire
tricky
in
for you outside because it's like raining and stuff.
Okay, all right. In which case, I'm going to kind of pick up the book, kind of.
He touched it.
Oh, you pick the book up.
Pick
Kind
the
of
arm up that's holding on to
like-
the book.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
It's
I
got
will
the
pick
arm
up the
attached
book
to it.
that's used by picking up the arm that's holding
Okay,
the book.
cool.
I'll
Okay.
can I ask Gustav if the guy who was sat there reading the book was lodged here?
Oh, he came. He was on he was here for a night. He was getting the coach with while they repaired the wheel.
So he has rooms upstairs.
There's another seat.
Well, he kept all his things with him. He was a strange lad. When we went up to clean his room earlier on today, there was nothing in it. I mean, and you all kind of look over to where he was sitting, and there is a bag under the table.
Is there?
Yes, a leather traveling case under the table, which clearly he was kind of keeping tucked between his feet.
Perhaps I should inspect that, being a wizard.
Everyone gives you a very strange look when you say that.
I shall approach it, and,
Okay.
and I shall see if anyone tries to kill me with an axe.
No, he's
No.
outside currently.
No, I can hear
Oh,
what's going
yes,
on,
you
but
know.
I'm
No,
just,
but if this
I'm not
side eye
listening.
was sharp,
I'm going to
that might
switch
do
it
you
back.
some damage.
I'm going to switch it back to daylight just so we can all see what's going on across, and we can all see the tavern. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so our viewers can just see the tavern. I do love the transition.
Oh, it's cool, isn't it?
It's so good.
that is wicked.
Really nice. We'll be seeing more of that in the future. Let's get to... Sorry, just sorting this out so the viewers have... Yeah,
Go back in through the window.
there we go. Perfect. Okay, so you head over to look at the leather traveling case.
Yeah.
Okay, so you open it up, and inside there are a few clothes and a small purse, a traveling writing kit, and yeah, it looks fairly. Make a
Inkeep.
perception roll at +20.
Inkeep, do you have any incense?
Oh, yes. Chuck some on the fire. That might just help.
Or sage, even?
I don't know. I'll go and have a look for you. As he comes round the bar, where's the fellow who killed it? This is all going on while the
Brucey.
guys are out the
Brucey,
front
yep.
dealing with other
Yeah,
things.
he's just watching Brenneth pick up the arm which is attached to a book.
Okay.
A
Okay.
bit like,
I just remembered I'm a halfling. I'm going to go through the guy's pockets.
He's outside
gonna-
tracking down the
I was gonna
miscreant
say, yeah.
responsible.
I did want to kind of look through the body
No, you've got
and
your
recover my knife.
You've recovered your knife.
better
and
get
picked up
inside.
the really big book, and as you look down, Patches is going through his pockets.
You better get inside with that book and burn it.
He doesn't really have much in his pockets. There's a couple of brass pennies.
Will he shoot?
The
Yes,
halfling funeral tradition.
So Heinkel, you got
Plus
marginal
20?
failure. So you're fine. You got you notice that there is a false, like a hidden compartment, like a false bottom
Yeah.
inside the traveling case. And
Oh.
Go
when
with
you
his false gods.
when you kind of pop it open,
Yeah.
you see inside 6 vials of bubbling green liquid. Some vials that look like they contain colourful powders. There's a bright yellow one, a bright blue one, and a bright red one. There's like a powder inside each of them. And
Well,
then
blue
there's-
is a mana potion and red is a healing potion.
Absolutely, go for it, Simon. And then also in there is a cleanly polished and kind of etched skull, like a rat's skull. It's got like he's carved it and then put ink into the scratches to kind of decorate this skull, so it's got little patterns on it.
Scrimshaw.
Yeah, that's it. So anyway, while all that's going on, out the front, you have this book in your hands, Bernoth.
I'm assuming I was allowed to recover my knife.
Yes,
From the
yeah,
guy.
you can have your knife back. It hit him, so
Okay.
that's fine.
Come on, Brucey, let's go take care of this.
aye, sure.
There's a big fire in there. I think this will go nicely in it.
Yeah.
I'm kind
He's all a bit shocked. He's just killed a demon.
Um,
It's bigger
you
than
take-
an eel.
did you take care of the
Tattoo,
demon?
that is.
Yeah, I like stabbed it in the head and then stabbed it in the arm and it like deflated and turned inside out and
It makes you feel a bit queasy when you say that because you remember
With my
what it looked like.
with my free hand, I'm going to kind of slap him on the back and go, "See, I told you." And give Brucey a
fall
broad
over.
smile.
Yeah, and I'll follow him back in.
Okay, so when you go back in the tavern, everyone's starting to calm down. Annika's burning some incense. Lady Isolde has actually opened up the door to the nook, which is the kind of small room at the back, which had a key. Obviously, she'd paid for it or got it off of Gustav at some point. So her and Marie and Jana have gone into the nook to be sort of out of the way, but obviously not quite ready to go to bed because their nerves are jangled. And poor Herpin is trying to clear up. There's a bit of a mess. A couple of things got knocked over. Some dwarf vaulted the bar and knocked loads of stuff off of it. So
a couple of things got knocked over while we were saving them from demonologists. So sorry.
And as you come back in, Gustav runs over to Brucey. Oh, the hero of the coach and horses! Oh, what a righteous blade you carry here! And he presses into your hand some coins, and you look down, and he's putting 3 silver shillings into your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my life was at risk there, and all the lives of my patrons. This is what a story to tell.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you think just to calm the nerves of your patrons, and so everybody is as relieved as we are, we should maybe all share a drink?
Oh yes. I'll fetch some ales for everyone around on the house, obviously.
Yeah.
And don't worry, that bugger won't be summoning anymore. I'll say, kind of waving the arm.
What happened to the lad? What was going on? And where's Blackie? What the hell? What was going on? By Sigma, I didn't realise that crow was. Oh.
Don't worry, the boy's harmless.
I'll fetch one of the lads to go and get rid of him.
The rest of them's out there.
At least the rain will take care of most of the blood.
Okay. He steps past Brucey out the main doors of the tavern, shuts the door, and Brucey, you alone, hear him vomiting out in the street outside. And then he sort of comes back in a few minutes later, and he's like, "No, everything's okay out there. Right, okay. Right, I'll send someone to sort that out. Okay. Well, thank you so much. You are bold and brave, unlike." He kind of glances down at the nook door. Unlike some who appear so, but don't really seem to do much. Anyway, I have things to ale. Yes, and he kind of
I'm just
runs
walking to the fireplace.
Okay, so you all walk down into that that kind of area where Heinkel and Annika's tokens are right now, and the fireplace is still going. There's like a small little burn mark on the floor where the creature imploded, like a little scorch mark. But other than that, and a slight smell in the air, there's no sign of it. Any kind
That's
of
where
blood
I'm
or
wafting
anything?
some sage around to cleanse the air.
Brilliant. And you're all there in the room, and the dwarf comes in with this large book, and you can all clearly see this large book. It's not easy to hide.
Oh, I'm not trying to.
No, I'm just I know you're not trying to. I'm just saying it's large. So the dwarf comes in, and I assume you're just gonna like walk up to.
Yeah, I'm just walking over to the fire.
Okay. Heinkel, you see him carrying a large book that the boy was reading, and clearly had some sort of magical, but clearly demonic, in some way.
I shall fidget from side to side in a fidgety way.
I'm assuming you can see from the cover that it's got the word demon on it.
Yes, as you come forward.
Fidgeting from side to side in a fidgety way.
Can you read classical? Have you got language classical?
See. Nope.
No?
Leon, do you have it?
I've got Bretonian,
Just got
magic,
read,
Reichspiel,
So it'll only be Reichspiel and like
Wastelander.
Moot.
not classical.
Okay.
So I'd ask because you're a physician.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I can just do the main language and moot because I'm halfling.
Okay. Let's have a look. Basic knowledge.
Where's language skills?
On the right hand side.
Under the skills, yeah.
Oh, it's gone. I better add it.
Have you got language magic?
No,
Yeah.
I've got language Estavian, but I just, while everybody was talking about languages, I noticed it had vanished.
But, Simon,
Yes,
you've got
I have language magic.
Okay, right. Yeah. So the cover says The Secret Life of Demons.
Oh, wow.
Read it backwards. That's sure to be safe. Yes, non-anomaly. Okay. Well, Heinkel looks quite anxious, but Bernoth, what are you going to do with the book?
Stick it in the fire.
Okay, you throw it on the fire.
I'm going to kind of kick it off the gripped hand because otherwise it would stink.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. So you kick the hand off of the book and throw this large tome into the fire.
And I'm going to kind of mutter a prayer in Kazalid.
Okay.
To Grugni to see this hearth safe.
Okay, cool.
And the evil destroyed.
And I'll pray at Myrmidia at the same time. To
pray at Myrmidia. I like
protect this house.
I shall.
Well, I don't know if she's listening or not.
I shall approach the fire and throw all the files in, and the etched skull.
Oh, look at him being.
So you're going to chuck all the stuff in the fire?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure it's going to have some deadly effect.
Okay, right. So, as you throw these things in, there is an explosion in the hearth, and a mixture of different coloured flame erupts. Bernoth and Heinkel, please make +20 endurance tests.
Done very well on my tests.
Oh, you might lose your beard.
Oh no!
Oh, he doesn't like that. He's like, no. I'm gonna make him re-roll that if he passes. No.
Oof.
Oh, your beard got bigger.
Okay, so you
Bushy.
both passed. So this brief explosion kind of sort of encompasses you, but you fight it off. It doesn't hurt you. And anyone in the courtyard or maybe further away might see a puff of multicolored smoke come out of the top of the chimney stack of the Coach and Horses, and wonder what the hell is going on over there. And you all see this, and there's like a bit of a belch of kind of smoke coming out of it. And
What was that?
The spell book like torches with this stuff thrown on it almost instantaneously.
What did you just throw on there?
No idea, but it was obviously demonic of some cause.
I think that were a good call.
It's obviously flammable.
Well, I imagined it might be. I thought that might help burn it.
Was that skull, Heinkel?
That was a skull, yeah. Yeah, no good living person should have that kind of stuff around their body.
Okay.
No, that's never a good sign. Were there anything else in the bag or his belongings?
Oh, just some writing stuff.
Roll 2d10, Heinkel.
Oh, okay. In the thingy, in there, public, roll.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah, you can just
the
type.
chat box.
Yeah.
2d10.
/ roll 2d10. No, you just typed in 2d10. Do like you do in roll 20. Type / roll 2d20.
Oh,
2d10.
right. / roll.
That's cool. It zoomed in on you, and your token said that.
D10.
It's one of the other things I like. If you guys chat, it comes up over your tokens,
Oh,
so
right.
you're talking to each other, which is cool.
Oh yeah, that's wicked.
Yeah. Hello.
Right. So / roll.
Yep.
2 space d10.
No, 2 no space d10.
/ roll 2d10.
Oh dear.
It comes
thing
up
is-
with error. Roll 2d10 is not valid. Chat message command.
/roll space 2d10.
Let's roll space 2d10. Progress.
Yeah, there's 7 brass pennies in his purse.
Oh.
Yeah, and the thing is, my screen zooms to whoever's chatting at the time. So you, this is pinging all about all over the
I think
place.
everybody's does because mine has been as well.
Oh, has
Yeah.
it? Okay, cool. That's cool. I don't know what you guys are seeing, so you're down in this tavern chamber now. Okay, cool. Right. So as you're all standing there chatting, Lady Isolde, Marie, and Jana come out of the nook, and Marie kind of says to the room, although no one's really paying too much attention, the Lady Isolde will now be retiring for the evening, and escorts all 3 women sort of head up the stairs. And as they go past Brucey, there's a little tip of the head, very subtle, but a little nod as an acknowledgement.
Yeah, he'll just be a bit like, yeah, all right. That'll be about it.
Okay.
Just going to put the arm on a nearby table because I was just holding it.
Herpin comes running in. Oh, I don't really think that should be there. And he kind of comes over and like has a serving tray, and he kind of stutters for a minute, like, do I just pick it up? Do I put it on the tray? I'm not quite sure. And he ends up with the arm on a tray, and he's holding it in a little hand is kind of dangling off the edge. And he kind of wanders off trying to hold his
One of your
dinner
tankards
in.
is behind the tavern. Sorry about that.
That's
Not the
creepy
first.
and it's kooky.
Not the first and not the last. He says as he kind of wanders off into the kitchen of all things with the arm.
Hey, Brucey, did Gustav pay you?
Yeah, I got 2 shillings. Yeah.
Oh, so you can afford the travel for us tomorrow on the coaches. That's brilliant.
Yeah. I'll just drink. Like, oh, great drink.
So Gustav comes over and says, "Well, look, you've done me a service. I can't but let you stay in the common room for free. I mean, come
You
now.
can't kick us out. We just killed the demon.
Of course.
He just said he's going to let us stay in the common room for free.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
That's
the
what I said.
least he could do, is what he's saying
I can't
to
but
us.
let you, sleep in the common room. Come on, stay. Tonight is free. I won't even charge you. I know you're heading off to Altdorf, and that's a shame. It would be nice to have some capable people around, perhaps with some interesting stories. Or maybe you'll come back this way sometime and tell me if you're. Are you? He points at the poster. He goes, "Are you heading down to Altdorf for that?"
I don't think so.
He looks at you like, yeah.
Have you got a rag I can use?
He's
So
got,
kind
like,
of
3
glancing at my
rags
axe
on
with
his,
like
like,
blood all
apron.
over it.
Yeah, he's got 3 rags on his apron, and he chucks one at you.
Kind of clean my axe.
Cool. Okay. He said, "Well, it's here." He gives one of you the key. There's a key for it. We don't normally lock it, but there's not many people in this evening. Just this lot and you lot, so you can have the run of the common room, and I'll see you in the morning. We're going to be closing up and tidying down and tucking everything away, and hopefully saying a few prayers to Sigmar and no more such demons." He kind of shakes his head and wanders off. He kind of finishes his sentence halfway through and just kind of wanders off with his hand on his sort of balding head, and leaves you all standing there with all the other guests having gone to bed, and Herpin sort of scuttling around tidying things away, and you have the run of the common room. Do you want to do anything before you go to sleep?
finish my ale.
You finish your ale? Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna mutter another prayer to Grugny.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna have a little look around. Yeah, you see, it's been carelessly misplaced. Maybe I can return it to its owner at some point.
Make
Still wander around.
a perception roll.
See what we got around here. Lovely bar.
I'm going to look behind the bar for a bottle of wine because ale is fine and all for like with a meal, but it's not something you drink on its own.
Hieronymus, you don't find anything lying around, unfortunately.
Cleaned up pretty good. It's good and clean.
So does the burning of the unholy thing make us feel better?
No. Well, it does, yes, but not in the way you're implying.
Oh, so it wasn't an unholy artifact.
It was a dark spell book, yeah, a dark a text of dark lore. But you are as you are for now, and it is getting late. Okay, so you all go over to the common room, which is over the far side, the large room over the far side with lots of beds and a central table, number 9. As we can see it, you don't have to move everyone over there. It's not the end of the world if your tokens aren't there. You can see all your cursors wandering over. And in there, there's no one else sleeping there tonight. You don't know where the coachmen are. In fact, you thought you were going to find them in here snoring, but you don't. They're not in here. And you all find a bed, probably in your respective corners of the room, and settle in for the night's sleep. So the morning comes, and you all awaken, and to a knock at the door. And it's not like drastically early. And you hear Herpin's voice. Sorry to disturb. But breakfast is being served over in the main bar.
Patches runs to the main bar.
Okay.
Oh, we're trying to wake everybody else. Quick, the halfling's gone. We need to get a move on.
Okay,
We don't get there quick.
Yeah, there's gonna be nothing left for anybody else. You come into the bar room, and Lady Isolde, Jana, Marie are already there, and they are feasting. Clearly, they've let the lady know when breakfast was served before anyone else, especially since there's a halfling in the building, to make sure she gets a decent breakfast before her long journey. And she's sitting at the far end of the bar room, where she was sitting before. Marie is looking a bit more defensive now, and a bit angry, and glaring around the room. And Philippe comes sort of sauntering down the staircase and sits down at his little table, and Gustav serves him some breakfast. However, the coachmen are nowhere to be seen. And the table where Brucey defeated the creature, the Flugdach, is where Gustav brings the food for you, and he says, "Oh, back to the scene of the battle." He says, putting the food down. What a night! If you weren't all here when I woke up, it would have been I would have thought it was all a dream. It's good. Yes. Oh, he's still sort of scratching his head. It's like obviously never had a demon appear in the middle of his bar before.
You're telling us there's no such thing as Skaven next?
Shh. They don't exist. And you sit down. Oh, I missed the other game. Woe is me. We'll have to catch the VOD. Okay, Sharadol, no worries. You sit down, and Patches is already there by the time the rest of you get there, and is getting his second helping of breakfast.
We've had first helping, yes, but what about second helping?
Exactly. And it's quite good. There's sausage, there's cooked tomatoes, there's even eggs. They seem to have but some fairly good stuff here. Maybe he's got a few chickens out the back somewhere. And you kind of tuck in, and there's some bread and some kind of long life cheese. But there's a couple of newer things. So what's in the sausage?
Yeah, Bruce usually eat eggs and tomatoes and bread.
Yeah, the sausages look, funnily enough, like a bit like fingers. No,
Yeah.
no, no. Secret cannibal cult.
It's not
episode
cannibalism
2.
for me.
This is the very first chapter of the Enemy Within. Okay, yeah, and your food is all served up, and you're just kind of eating, and around 9 in the morning, the 9th bell, as it were, the lady is old, and people start to look rather annoyed, and you're gathering that this is probably the time that it was agreed that you would that the coach would be heading out, and Marie walks out of the bar room, goes to the coach, comes back, and she kind of grumpily says, "No, they're not there. I don't know where they are." And she kind of sits down, keeping a wary eye on the room. And you
Oh,
I
guys,
think we
coach
should
is
go and
still
look
there?
for them.
The horse is still there?
Is the barman around?
Gustav or Herpin?
Either.
Herpin's there, kind of pouring a couple of ales, giving Philippe another drink.
Hey lad, where were the drivers staying?
They're upstairs in one of the rooms.
Do you know which one?
They had a skinful though last night, didn't they? So I'm not sure they're oh, hang on, they should be up by now, shouldn't they? He tells you which room they're in upstairs.
I'll go see if they're up. I'll say, kind of chuckling.
If he's left any food, I'm going to eat it.
Okay.
I have not.
There's a very small crumb on his plate, which you eat. Okay, Bernoth, you're going to go upstairs. Is anyone going to go with Bernoth?
Yeah, I'll go with Benoff.
Okay. Okay, so the two of you head up the stairs and come to the room that the coachmen are staying in. And as you approach the door, you can hear from within.
Just gonna give Heinkel a grin. Boom, boom, boom. I'll tap on the door.
Oh, go away. Go away. Oh.
For what it's worth, I can drive a coach.
There's a bit of a banging about. You hear someone like clumsily getting out of a bed and bashing into various things, and then the door opens, and one of the guys is like in his long johns, effectively, and he's just like, "What do you want? What do you want?"
Your passengers are getting a bit impatient down there.
It's 8 hours till we have to leave. There's like,
The night bell's just gone.
what? Oh, fine. I'll get him.
There's still some grub down there.
Get
some of that.
And he runs off. At the mention of food, he runs off, and you see his friend over the kind of bedpan, and he jumps next to him, and the two of them are hunched over the same bedpan, vomiting into it.
It's grim.
It's Warhammer.
Seriously, I'll drive.
Just kind of look at Heinkel. Perhaps they need some hair of the dog.
And one of them stands up. That's a very good idea. Right, and he's he starts pulling his clothes on, and this is Gunnar. He's like, I'll sort it out.
Tell you what, one of us can drive if you want to take a nap.
Now that sounds like a fantastic idea. We just need to get all the. Can you get all the boxes and
I'm sure we can,
bags
but
and all the stuff on the coach too?
I
How
think
about we have a little lie down and you do that for us, and then we'll take over.
We'll do that if you don't charge us.
Whoa!
Seeing as we're doing all the work.
What?
Or I can bang that pan over there.
You boys are in a bit of a state.
I'll halve it. I'll halve it. He says.
Come on, you can do better than that. We're doing all the work. We're driving it for you.
Who's
And we're not
driving it?
making much
Who's
noise.
driving? He's driving. He says, pointing at Holtz, who's hunched over the
He's
bedpan.
not
I think
driving.
I think it looks like you two could use a nap while you're on there.
Fine. Go. Just get it all ready, and just we'll be down in 10.
We'll get it taken care of. And I'm going to kind of turn around, and when my back's to them, just kind of give Heinkel a bit of a sly wink.
Okay.
Pat on
So
the back. Well played.
so the two of you
Kind of-
come downstairs, and the other three are there. Brucey and Annika looking quite astonished at just how much Hieronymus can tuck away. Obviously, a halfling
Where does
knowing
he
they're
put
going
it?
on a long trip will
Where does it even go?
have like 4 breakfasts in one sitting. So,
I can't eat that much, and there's twice
hey,
as
Spider
much
Queen
of
Long.
me.
Hello.
Well, I've got some good news and some not quite so good news. The not quite so good news is we're loading up the carriage, and you're driving. I'll say, glancing at Annika.
It's not a problem. I've been able to drive these things since I was 12.
The good news, we're not paying anymore.
Damn right we're not if I'm driving.
We also have to load it,
No.
but we don't have to pay out a few shillings to get there.
Right, are any of you any good with animals?
I go to say something, but then
Fish
realise
don't
that's
count.
not what you mean.
I'm okay with animals. I can help with animals.
Okay, so over the next hour, you spend the time finishing your breakfast, packing all the bags onto the coach. And finally, around 10 o'clock in the morning, everything is ready to roll, and the coachmen have appeared. Not quite properly dressed, their uniforms slightly unbuttoned and rough, and scruffy, but they've got their uniform on at least, and they are completely covered up. They are very worse for wears, and you are not surprised considering how much they had to drink last night. You all saw how drunk they were. And finally, you are all able to kind of get on board the coach. However, although you have passage, you will have to ride on the exterior of the coach because Lady Isolde and her party and Philippe
Cases.
Descartes are
Um,
inside the coach, and she does not want any of you inside the coach with her.
What, not even Brucey who killed the demon?
Or
Make a
Heinkel,
charm
who held
roll,
her
Brucey.
hand.
Well, no, she's a bit scared of you actually, Heinkel. She's calling the road wardens the first chance she gets. Brucey, make a charm roll.
Alright.
A plus 40.
Ooh. Oh, 2 successes.
Okay, so she says, one who has proven themselves so useful, yes, you may sit with us. And since you did also dispatch the other passenger who was going to be inside the coach, there is a seat, so you may have it.
Milax just pointed out that if anybody had trade farmer, it would be really useful.
Oh,
for
it would be
helping get the
useful right
horses
now,
hooked
wouldn't it? Okay, so Brucey is allowed to ride inside the coach, but the rest of you have to kind of sit on top, hold on the outside. It's not the most comfortable journey. Annika, you are driving, and as you start your journey, the coach starts to rumble out through the gates, and Gustav actually comes out and he's kind of waves you off. Farewell, he says, the most interesting stopover I've seen in a while. He kind of calls after you. And your coach rumbles out with 2 sleeping coachmen lying in their sort of hunched in their seats, and Annika wedged between them, steering the horses.
We don't just stick them on the roof.
Well, you are
on the
kind of
roof.
Lash
essentially
them in with some bungee or
you're kind of
something.
essentially all on the roof. The seats for the coachmen are just at the front of the roof. It's not the fanciest coach you've ever seen. And you kind of head out, and for about 20 minutes there is a break in the rain. and you are riding along with the wind in your hair and the Drakwold forest all around you, and you're kind of, it's one of those nicer days in the Empire where it's just overcast and not
Was it a
torrentially
break in the
raining.
rain in Woofrup?
Yeah.
It
However,
happens every now and again.
20 minutes after you leave the tavern, the rain begins, and quite quickly you are all fairly soaked. And you, after a couple of hours, you come to the junction with the Middenheim Altdorf Road, and there is a sign saying, with a big arrow pointing right, saying Altdorf, 120 miles, 120 Selim. And at this junction there is a coaching inn, and there's a big sign over it with picture of 5 men, sort of with their arms around each other's shoulders, and it's the Five Brothers Lodge. But it is owned by the Four Seasons Company, so your coach is not actually stopping there. You can protest and try and stop there if you want. However, the coach drivers are awake by now. It's 2 hours in, and the rain has done quite a good job of sobering them up. So they are now actually riding the coach, and they are just
The
keeping
hell
going.
they are. Get off, I'm driving.
They're like, come on, lady. And they just intend to keep going. And if you are happy to keep going, then we will just keep going.
If
I just
we,
want to get there.
Okay.
yeah, if we take a short sort of nature break at any point for the coachman or anyone,
Mhm.
I'll ask was it Lady Isolde? Is that her name?
Yes.
I didn't quite realize how much of an honor it would be to sit in the cart with you. I'm actually a fisherman by trade, so this weather is not quite as bothersome as I expect.
What a swap seats!
When you say you're a fisherman by trade, Marie says, "We can tell."
Yeah, he just smiles. It's fine. But I'm not sure if any of my companions will be quite as hearty. Would you be so kind as to let them take my seat? They might be better conversation than me.
They will also be sopping wet and smelly, I'm afraid. No.
Can I be hanging upside down looking through the window?
Yeah, you can.
Eating
you can.
wet bacon I'm pulling out of my pocket.
You can. Not.
Plus all of the
halfling.
Estalian swearing that's been
No,
going on
I'm
whenever
sorry.
anything's gotten in the road.
I'm sorry. We've all had a good chance to dry off at least a bit. Your companions now will be soaked to the skin, and anyone coming in will undoubtedly get my dress even more dirty than it is, since I had to climb aboard this coach with no one covering, and she looks at Marie, no one covering that big puddle. So we, no, I'm afraid. And also, sorry, I didn't actually catch your name.
Oh, it's Brucey.
Brucey. She
Yeah.
sort of looks at you. Brucey, the fisherman. Okay.
Yeah.
Brucey, you did such a good, such a service to us last night that we thought it would be just right to honour you in this small way to let you sit in the coach. And Philippe Descartes leans over.
Here. I didn't do anything.
Philippe Descartes leans over to you and's like, "Are you crazy? Stay in the coach. It is wet out there. You will get your hair all ruined."
And I look at him and I go, "Aren't you a noble person? Will you not help a friend in need?" I didn't think Bretons were that bad. And I'll look back at the lady, like.
"I'm perfectly comfortable here, thank you, monsieur." And he turns around to ignore you and starts playing with his cards.
Right.
She doesn't seem to want to budge on the idea of anybody else from up top. And then the camera kind of comes out past Patches, who's dangling overhearing this conversation, up on top. And the dwarf and the wizard and the priest are all sitting up there, soaked. The rain is coming down. It's soaked.
Oh, you wouldn't be able to see much of the dwarf. It's just completely covered in cloak.
Like a little like a little mini tent with maybe
Yeah,
just like a
basically, I
maybe just a bit of the tash poking out.
no, hood right over.
Oh, okay, cool. Just a grumble every now and then.
And I'll
Okay.
have gone to the back and wedged myself into the luggage rack because it would be more comfortable than sitting between these vomiting pair.
But they've stopped vomiting and they're not that bad. And the rain has actually washed a lot of the sick off of their clothes, so it's fine. So you're all and Patches, you realise that hanging upside down from the side of this coach is probably not good for your circulation. So you get back up on top of the thing. And as you guys have been going now for a couple of hours past the Barracus 1 has followed. Thank you very much. As you now have gone past the Five Brothers Lodge, a couple of hours behind you now, the rain has died down, and it's sort of early afternoon, and the coach is rumbling along, and you come round a corner, and you come upon a grisly sight. Squatting in the road is a figure, his back to the coach, bent over the body of another man. As it turns around, you can see that it has a severed human hand hanging out of its mouth. And it jumps up, leaping from the dead body, and charges towards the coach. Leon. The figure rushing manically towards you looks familiar.
Maniacally.
Then it suddenly comes to you. Beneath the rotting flesh and dripping ichor, you recognize the face of Rolt Hertzis, an old friend and a thief that you've known. You had many escapades together in your youth, but now he is horribly changed. It was about a year ago that Rolf developed a strange rash, which is he came to you for, to check it out, to see what it was. But he had changed, to become irritable, and you'd heard around town that he'd become violent at times. To hide his skin complaint, he made himself a hood out of an old sack. But this made it hard for him to see, and he was unable to escape the watch when a job went wrong. The last you knew, he'd escaped from a cell and vanished without a trace. And yet here he is rushing towards you, the flesh dangling from his face, its rotting countenance, scaring the horses. And as it rushes the horses, they panic and rear up, snapping their traces as they do so. And Holtz, poor Holtz, who just got over his hangover, he's holding onto the reins, gets pulled bodily out of his seat, and he is dragged off through the mud into the trees. And
You should have let me drive.
and your coach, Gunnar, applies the brake, the kind of big handbrake, to stop the coach from crashing into the trees. And as he does so, this figure leaps up to attack him. And we shall end the episode there. Cool. Okay. Great stuff. So that was all of chapter 1 of Enemy in Shadows.
Wow.
The first book of 5 of the Enemy Within campaign from Cubicle 7 in Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Cubicle 7 and Games Workshop, for sponsoring us and providing some cool PDFs and books to give away. Tonight we gave away a copy of Middenheim, Wolf of the White City of the White Wolf. I can never get that right. What's going on? And Shrines of Sigmar. Next week we will be giving away a copy of the Enemy in Shadows Companion. Now this book, even if you're not doing the Enemy Within campaign, is very, very useful, because it has a load of stuff on the Empire. And extra, it has things about the Empire, the political structure, it has things about the roads and highways, mounts and vehicles, travel, road wardens, a load of cool NPCs to add in, and then a few extra bits for the enemy within campaign. So this is a really cool book to have even if you're not doing the campaign, and we're going to give one of these away next week on the show. So don't forget to come and join us on the show. Okay, thank you to my wonderful players. Thank you for your patience at the beginning when I had a few technical difficulties, and good job with the characters. This is it's a good little story. Please don't forget to go and check out all our social media. Links are below in the about if you're on Twitch, and in the video description if you're on YouTube. And if you are watching on YouTube, join us on Twitch. And if you're watching on Twitch, go and subscribe on YouTube. And we'll be putting this up at the weekend, just after we put up the Scheherazade Protocol episode 3, which you may have seen on the Free League channel. Yes.
Join us tomorrow
Oh, yes.
for Lancer.
Lancer, a walk in the park.
Lancer, walk in the park, one shot. Gen 2K is coming along to run a little game of giant robots fighting stuff.
Yes, and Spider Queen Long, who's in the chat, will be on that.
Yay.
Yeah. So that's cool. And next week, our unfortunately postponed first episode of Ranger Squadron, which Millie has made an awesome intro for.
Oh yeah.
Our West End game Star Wars D6 game about an X-Wing squadron sent out to help a lone cruiser in its battle against one portion of the Empire. It's going to be cool, good fun. Dan's running that, so that's going to be fun. And obviously, we'll also have on Tuesday on the Free League channel, Ben.
Yeah, the last episode of Coriolis, the Scheherazade Protocol. My players have discovered the Scheherazade probe, and it is not how they thought it was going to be, and they're a little bit upset about that. So come and find out what horrible, gribbly alien nonsense they're going to have to face on Tuesday on the Free League channel.
I think
And
we're just going to try and keep Jafar from climbing into it.
Yeah, I think he's going to interface with it himself.
And yes, do come onto our Discord and take a look at the fantastic art that
it's
Exec has
amazing.
done for that, because it's
amazing.
a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And obviously next week we'll also have episode 3 of Enemy and Shadows, Enemy Within campaign. And hopefully you will all join us for that as well. Cool. Okay. Well, we've been Garblag Games. Stay safe and happy gaming. And we shall see you next week. Or tomorrow and next week.
Double
Bye-bye.
sleep.
Hey.